Ah, what a lovely morning. Much too early for my taste, if you ask me. The sun! Ah, look at that lighting. Warm, cool, sort of a reddish hue, sort of a cool blue. This is a lesson in color theory on my face! Anyway, it's me, Gazbot, and I'm back from Japan. I know what you're thinking. Why would you come back from Japan? Well, the truth is I was gonna live there, but then I realized I had to come back and update you guys on the goings-on.
Gazbot, is that why you came back
Yeah.
from Japan? Because you know you could have recorded there
Well,
and done it.
well,
You
I
could've done it remotely.
guess I'm back anyway, but let's just pretend like I didn't hear that, and now I'm living in America again. So anyway, before I left, I had like a little bit of a buffer of like a week or so where I had finished the 100 days of making comics, had not yet gone to Japan, and but I was mostly finishing up, travel plans, packing, and wrapping up real life stuff like who's going to take care of my cat and things like that. Also finishing up some client work that absolutely had to be done before I left. Nothing really worth showing you. One thing I can't show you because of client, stuff. A few caricatures, not different from other things I've shown you, and just, nothing worth showing. I also had been working on the March of Robots, which I did continue until Japan. I'll go ahead and show you. I think I was on day 4 the last time I showed it. It was ROM. So I'll just show you the ones I did up until leaving for Japan, and a little slideshow, a go-go. Right now, March of Robots!
So for day 5, I did the robot Daggett Muffet, which was Boxy's pet in the original Battlestar Galactica. These were all done in Photoshop, by the way. This is Red Baron, the 70s/80s tokusatsu giant robot hero from Japan. Here's Machine Man from Marvel. I did a speed process of him as well. For day 8, Vicky from Small Wonder, the bizarre sitcom about a robot child. Day 9, this is a Bionoid, which was a android robot from a Choose Your Own Adventure book I loved as a kid. And day 10 was the Sentinel from Marvel, which this is as far as I got before I had to leave for Japan.
The robots were marching! Yeah! And the Machine Man one, I have a speed process video that I will put up here, and also in the show notes, so you can just watch me blam through that if you're interested. Now, my intent was to continue March of Robots in Japan, or at least attempt to. Did not do a single one. I ended up, as I had said in my Prelude to Japan video, mixing up the days because our flight was leaving at midnight, or just after midnight. I guess it was 1 in the morning. But I was thinking it was going to be the next day because of the date thing. So, long story short, I thought I would be leaving the next day as opposed to the day I was leaving. And I realized this about halfway through the day. Luckily, it all got worked out, but I had been working on a picture of a Sentinel for that day's robot, and I'd done the rough, and was going to do the cleanup, and then it was like, time to go, and I threw that rough up as my day, and then in Japan did nothing. I did do one today, having come back, which I'll show you in a second, but yeah, Japan, and by the way, Japan is going to get its whole own little thing. I'll make a little playlist of what happened in Japan with Gazbot, and a lot happened. I didn't get to film a lot of it. I took a lot of pictures and a couple videos, but it just was crazy time. There was a lot of places I couldn't take pictures, I couldn't take videos. A lot of places I could, but they were so crowded, and it would have been just everybody staring at me, like, as I'm like, oh, hi, I'm Gazbot. Oh, hello, everyone in Japan. And so I had wanted to do sort of a daily video update, and that didn't happen. But I can certainly tell you what happened those days. Again, that's going to be another process video, not a process video, that's going to be another video series. But also, I would basically wake up, and we would do stuff all day until everything was closed, and we were both exhausted. We'd come home, pass out, and do that pretty much every day for 2 weeks. There was never a moment when I was sitting in the hotel room with time to spare. There was never a moment when I was out in the world thinking, maybe I'll draw something. I had brought my sketchbook, I brought an iPad to maybe do some digital sketching. Not even an attempt at once. It just wasn't happening. And I don't feel bad about that at all. But I got home today, and I jumped back on the horse, and I did it was kind of a sketchy March of Robots of Lucifer from the original Battlestar Galactica, which is kind of a weird character, but he was a robot. I'll go ahead and throw that up. Here, this is it. Lucifer. Anyway, I also had worked a bit on the horror before I left. Not a lot. I certainly, once I finished 100 days, I wasn't still doing the half hour to 2 hours, whatever, every day. I got a little bit of work done, and actually I'll show you where I was, and then I'll crossfade to the work I got done before I went to Japan on page 13 roughs. So here's that. Cha! And I got back yesterday technically, but it was late, and we kind of ate dinner and passed out. And then today I woke up at like 6:45, which for me is insanity. It's like 6 in the evening now, and it's crazy. Like I can't believe it's only 6, you know, because I normally get up at like 10 or 11. But anyway, I did do a half hour on the horror today, which I'm going to try to keep up. I'm not starting over the 100 Days of Comics, at least not yet, and I'm not going to make a video every day. But I'm going to try to do at least a half hour a day, and then do, you know, roughly weekly updates where I'll go into what I did. Now, this is not a weekly update, this is a one-day update, but being that I haven't been on the internet, or more specifically YouTube, for 2+ weeks, I just wanted to get it back out there so that anyone who doesn't know me personally or isn't sure knows that yes, I'm still working on this. Yes, I'm still on YouTube. By the way, if my voice sounds kind of messed up, that's because Q got really sick in Japan, and I got a little sick because I have an awesome immune system where, yeah, I don't know, I might get really sick in a few days, but I've been a little sniffy and a little coughy, but otherwise fine. But anyway, I got back on the horse, did a half hour on the horror. I'll show you the progress for that today. Mostly what I did, I worked a little bit on the third panel, but also I did like a little rough map, like I had done with the previous page, to show a block area where the characters were running around. But this is inside of a bar, where I realized I'd sort of done some close-ups and stuff, but I should have an idea of where the support pillars are, where the tables are, things like that, to keep consistency throughout shots. So I will put up progress where I got to, and then after that I will put up the little rough map, just in case you're interested. So here's that! Yeah, there it is. So, not going to be a super long video. I seem to say that a lot. I have no idea how long it is. I'm guessing it's in the 10-minute range. But this will, I guess I'm going to make a new playlist called like The Horror Issue 1 or something, and this will go into that playlist, and then I'll update that on average once a week. But like I said, I'm also going to start a playlist for the Japan videos. You know what? I'm going to show you something real quick as a little preview to that. This box right here is full of everything I bought in Japan. Not everything. Q bought some things that are not in here, and this little box is of souvenirs I bought for people. This is just stuff that I selfishly bought for myself, and I will be going through that in amongst the videos. So, yeah, if you're interested in my experiences, plus looking at a bunch of mainly toys, to be honest, then that'll be part of those videos. Here's something else. Today in the mail, although my mail was on hold, so it probably came a few days ago, is the Monkey Mod shirt I got from Teespring, that I got from Kevin Cross as part of, well, A, the promotion of Monkey Mod and me getting a cool t-shirt, but B, to help him with his money problems since having credit card fraud, as well as Peter Palmiotti help with his money problems in regard to his house and cats. This is over now, but you could still donate, and there's some eBay auctions. I'll put some links in the show notes if you want to help out. And speaking of shirts, did you get a gander at what I'm wearing? Oh yeah, Constellations. Is that something new I got from Japan? No. This is a shirt that I have owned since middle school or earlier. It's the oldest shirt I own, and I realized this just recently, because I had a few shirts from high school that I'd gotten rid of recently. This shirt was one I had as a kid that was, like, very big on me. And as I got older, got into high school, I'm like, that's not a cool shirt, and I got rid of it, or so I thought. But my dad, being thrifty and not particularly fashion conscious, takes a lot of my old clothes, and they become his. And at some point, after high school, he's like, hey, here's some clothes if you want them. And this shirt was in them. And so I took it back, thereby regaining a shirt that I had when I was, like, 12 at 22, and now decades later I still own it, and I realized I was wearing it today, and it still glows in the dark. So that's some quality glow in the dark paint. So I realized as I come to the end of this video that I don't know how to end it. With the 100 Days of Making Comics, I had set up a format inadvertently at first, but then I, you know, latched onto it where I would say the amount of days left and have a little gag of some sort. And it feels weird to not do that. So, today's day, blah. And you know what that means? So, I think what I'm going to do is, I haven't put anything at the beginning of this video because I also used to do a clip of like what I did that day, riding my bike or something. But I have a few clips, not from Japan, but just random video stuff that I had done in the days leading up to it. Because also we had some friends from out of town come in. Like, it was a weird thing where we had like 3 people from various parts of the country come and visit us, like right before going to Japan. So I will put up one of those videos in the beginning and one right now.
Check out these unique pens and pencils. They can hold liquid. Not so good for drawing,